it's Michaela. So I just wanted to share a little story from this evening with a fat burner who is in our program, Fat Burning Pro Extended, and she is at the beginning of her 6th week. Anyway, so what I love about this adorable woman is that she is such a sweetheart, and she tells me what's happening and lets me help her in the moment. I am so touched by the level of trust. Like, I get this, I received this, and I am so grateful for it. But I love that she's like on the pulse, and she enables me to track with her exactly and to advise her. So anyway, what I want to share tonight is something that's going to sound so ridiculous, which was she had her carb feast tonight and she felt hungrier than usual, and that is perfect. Perfect. She's lost 11 and a half, almost 12 pounds, 12 and a half pounds in 5 weeks. Yes, I think that's right. She's over 2 pounds a week. I know that. Anywho, so she was hungrier tonight. Amazing. Perfect. Great. But what was so hilarious was that she was having a hard time getting full. And so what was so cool about her is that instead of saying, well, that should be enough food, that was a lot of food, that should be enough food, she knew that it wasn't. And so because she's a fat burner and because she has been at this for many weeks now, she knows to listen to her own body. So what she did was she was confused because it was more food and she still wasn't full yet, and that was different. Totally reasonable to feel uncertain as to what's going on or what to do. What I want to brag about and acknowledge for her is that she reached out to me and she let me help her figure this out. So essentially what I believed, she told me what she was eating, and it's like, well, there are carbohydrates there, but there's also like a good amount of fat. So we're talking about cheese and maybe fatty meats and things like that. And so basically I said, I think what was so funny again was that she said, she's tired of eating. Like, she doesn't want to eat more food, but she wants to be done. She's not full yet. And so we're just kind of laughing about this ridiculousness. Like, whoever has this problem and whoever is aiming to lose weight and having the person that's helping you tell you to eat more food and also more higher glycemic carbohydrates. So what I knew was that she just needed like a spike. She needed something that was more exposed carbohydrate wise. So rather than being more buffered by fat or protein. So I asked if she had a dessert that she wanted to have, if there was something sweet around her. She was at home. And so she told me the type of cookies that she had. So it was Oreos and like Tate's chocolate chips. And I ruled out the Oreos because I said, they're fattier cookies, that cream in the middle. They're delicious. I love them. But the Tate's chocolate chips seemed like a better match because they were going to be a less fatty cookie. And what I even encouraged her to do was to look at the nutrition label and to see which one had more carbohydrates. And ideally, what we really wanted, I didn't tell her this, was we wanted more carbohydrates for less calories. So anyway, she had 2 of the Tate's cookies and hit the spot. And so it was like, what I love, I wanted to share this because we kind of laughed at it. It's like, this is so ridiculous. It's like, high level dietary advice that you're getting from the person that's helping you to lose weight. But the deal is the body needs different things at different times. And so for fat burners, because we typically have a lower carbohydrate diet and we're eating less food because we're happily running off of our own body fat, we have our deliberate carb feasts for hormone resets. And basically what that does is it lets our bodies know that there's plenty of food. It resets leptin levels, which are consequential for weight loss. And it just makes the whole system feel comfortable again so that we can keep letting go of weight. And so it's also a perfect place to have whatever the heck you want and to make sure you get undeniably full. So anyway, what was clear was that her body needed more carbohydrates, which is why she did not feel satisfied. I love that she did not rationalize that she did not ignore it, that she honored it, acknowledged it, and then got assistance to have more finely tuned guidance to get her exactly what she needed. And then she did. And she felt satisfied. She had 2 cookies, all good, done. Amazing. Anyway, I just wanted to share that because I believe that's a situation that sounds absolutely preposterous for someone who is trying to lose weight. A perimenopausal woman in her 40s who has been struggling for quite some time, who has now lost 12.5 pounds in 5 weeks, and is being instructed to eat carbohydrates, and even within that, pasta dinner with crackers, cheese, pepperoni, I forget what other protein she had, that wasn't enough, and that she's being instructed to have more of something particular to get her to that edge that her body needed to get to. And so anyway, if you think that the way to weight loss is just teeny tiny amounts of food, or, eating like just kind of virtuous carbohydrates that are very high in fiber exclusively, that it's one way all the time, and you're not getting the results that you desire, please reconsider your approach. The body is so straightforward when you actually understand what it needs. And step 1 of what we do in Fat Burning Pro or Fat Burning Pro Extended is we learn to listen to ourselves, and then the fat burner starts to understand what their body's signals are calling for and how to tend to them, what to give themselves. So this program, it's a process, a mitochondrial reconstruction to get yourself situated to be able to access your own body fat for fuel easily, comfortably, requiring less carbohydrates. And then it's an education in what we need to do, the structure, the routine, the behaviors. And then it's an education in communication with yourself so that you can always administer what you need to yourself based on how you feel, based on the signals that your body is giving. It's amazing. It's so freeing. No more of this like la la la, let me ignore myself, and just kind of like, stab around in the dark for what I think I'm supposed to be doing. When you get your metabolism, your metabolic wiring reconfigured, and you get this true information given to you, and then you understand what does what, and then you know when to give yourself what in order to keep yourself feeling good and losing weight easily, it's so liberating. It's amazing. So if you are a woman over 40 who would like to lose 8 to 15 pounds in a month by doing it differently and in a way that literally changes how your body works, how you feel, how food responds to you, how you respond to food, no longer being beholden, being able to go the bulk of the day and not eat, amazingly, we get there. And then for your physiology to be reconfigured to the tune that food impacts you differently, please consider getting your body into a fat burning mode. Please consider going through Fat Burning Pro. Check out our sugar quiz underneath this video. Set up a free time to talk. Check out the videos following our sugar quiz. And yes, set up a time to talk about where you are, where you might be struggling, and where you would like to go. Would very much like to help you have a completely different reality where things that seem totally wrong in order to help you get what you want exist. And with that comes awareness, freedom, and the ability to maneuver life, creating win-win situations. working smarter and not harder. Okay, that's it. I hope that was freaking fantastic. Check things out. Be in touch. Lots of love to you. Until next time.